Pete is in the diary room.
Hello, Pete.
Hi, Dragula has risen from the grave. Hi. Thanks for giving us a long sleep. I want to thank Big Brother for that because I think it was really necessary to stop acts of extreme psychosis in the house.
Yesterday, you mentioned several times to Big Brother that you wanted to leave the Big Brother house.
Yeah.
What is your decision?
I don't want to.
Is that your final decision?
Would Big Brother like me to leave?
Big Brother was under the impression you wanted to leave the Big Brother house.
Yeah, I did, and I reassessed the situation with George, and I feel a lot better about it all today.
You also claimed yesterday that you were too ill to sit in the living room and partake in the eviction process.
Yeah, I was. I had to
Earlier that day, at 7:15 p.m, however, you said with reference to the eviction, "We will have to sit in that disgusting room, listen to taped applause and Davina's bated breath for a foregone conclusion. And I, for one, am not willing to take part. As a consequence of you breaking the Big Brother rules, Big Brother is issuing you with a formal warning."
Okay. Oh, that argument was so upsetting. I could stay up for ages. When we all start turning on each other like that, it's bad enough having to, you know, nominate. And that row was just fucking so ugly, particularly because I think Michael's very brittle.
Been doing Michael all day, that would.
It's been brewing for a few days, son, and he's really brittle, but what can you do? If someone steps on your toe, you got to yell. But I think out of all the arguments that gone on in here, personally, I found last night's the most, because I heard it through the window. It's like, oh, fuck. And you've got some volume, hon. You don't need a microphone.
I know.
Well, Dennis turned his microphone off. It was thunder.
I know. But like I said, I won't be accepting anybody here.
No, that's it. Look, there are people around this table have nominated me.
Yeah.
That must be true.
Yeah. But
so
you're not.
let's not get. So let's not get.
We'll put it in perspective.
So let's not get precious about this.
Yeah, put it in perspective.
Let's not get precious about this.
It's time for a reality check.
Well,
but what we can discuss is, do mascaras that contain fibre irritate anybody's eyes in this room?
Pete and Dennis are in the spa.
George is so upset.
Oh, I know.
He is so upset.
It's a shame he's upset because he realises the absurdness of the situation. You're here for people's opinions, which is the public opinion. So if you start gagging your housemate's opinion, that means you can't handle a public opinion. Preston was devastated.
Oh, he was hurt. He couldn't even read it.
Yeah, he couldn't. It was like you know, you'd think he'd have beaten his mother to death. And then he got angry saying he wasn't, and the angrier he got, the more obvious it was he was devastated.
George, Dennis and Pete are in the spa.
It's fascinating to see Chantal and Preston become much more cunning. Chantal is now more giggly, more dumb, more cutesy, finger in her mouth, pulling more sexy poses, and Preston's very calculating. He's got sly eyes. He's sly, and he thinks he thought he had it sewn up. He's endeared himself to what he thinks he's endeared himself irrevocably to what he sees are the main players in the house. He's working on Michael now.
With Jodie, he was going between.
Yeah.
But then again, it was very interesting what they read out there. This is just my thought. You wouldn't nominate Michael, so he's got diplomatic immunity because he has subliminally earned the sympathy vote. I'm just playing devil's advocate here. Because everyone cares so much about his unravelling and cares so much about his problems and cares so much that he relaunched his career. I don't care.
Well, I do, but I don't think he cares about other people in the same way that I care about him.
No, he doesn't. He cares totally about himself.
But that doesn't change my attitude to him.
Doesn't change my attitude. I think he's fabulous. But well, I don't know. It's like last night was scary. The night before was scary. Today he's quieted down a little. He still cooked breakfast for 37.
That's right.
Because everyone goes to the kitchen, so he's always on camera. Everyone goes to him at all times. And I hate the idea that he could potentially go into emotional meltdown.
He seems to have recovered today.
Yeah.
Did he apologise to you?
No. He's gone into emotional meltdown, but it did seem last night as though he was looking for a fight.
I want to see him come back. I want to see him, because I think he's been really...
George, whatever you view it, he's back.
Yeah.
It's his option if he can weather the storm that'll be blown in his direction.
Yeah.
And this is certainly not a preparation for it, because you're isolated from the storm.
Yeah. He's a damaged guy. And when people are damaged, I instinctively want to help them.
That is not funny.
Watch out.
This is horrific.
Pete are in the diary room.
This is not what we expected, Big Brother. Hello.
Hello, pair 3. You must now select an emotion from the tub.
Dig deep.
A slight feeling of bewilderment when a small puppy won't come to you when called.
You must now select a dance from the tub.
There's not much choice left. Hold on a minute. Read it, George. I can't see without glasses.
Robotics.
Pete and George must illustrate a slight feeling of bewilderment when a small puppy won't come to you when called, using robotics.
Robot. Oh, shit.
It's a dance.
Shark. Here.
Robotic.
Worry. Come to me. Come to me. I want you.
Dog.
I want you. I need you.
Crawl. Beg. No.
Sorry.